Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to WhatsMap, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. I'm BonBonB and you're very, very welcome. Right, we are cruising in now towards the season of festivities, and usually, traditionally, around that sort of time, you see lots of Christmas cards and stuff with snow all over them, and well, we seem to have a map with snow all over it as well. This one actually I have had on the back burner for a couple of weeks. It was actually meant to be reviewed a couple of weeks ago, and don't know what happened. And then last week I was meant to schedule it in and I kind of forgot it. So we managed to squeeze it in before Christmas, and I'm glad I have. It is one of those rare things, a very nice snowfall map. Now if you don't like snowfall, I think you're going to appreciate some of the standards in today's map anyway. But first of all, we've got one of these. That's right, clicking that like button really does support the channel, gets me seen by more people and helps me grow a little bit more every single day. Thank you for your support. Now, I'm not entirely sure how to pronounce this. Jeneau? Maybe she does, Alaska. Oh, okay, yeah, Jeneau in Alaska is the location we're at, by Glansmannen. There's your start square, just about enough buildable space in there to make it a viable start location. We'll have a look at the terrain heights. They look pretty flat in the middle, and mountains around the outside. It's been tailored to be a city built map. And then if you want some resources, we've got them like that. There is a little addition in there that I've tweaked. We'll come back to that later on in the show for reasons. You probably saw the glitching. That's your fishing map in case you have Sunset Harbour. Off to the workshop, what do we need? Well, obviously it's a snowfall map and a mass transit map as well. We'll need mass transit for this one. Got a few trees to subscribe to, as you'd expect. A custom bridge as well. We'll be using the Ratchet & Frost winter theme and Relight Warm LUT. And it does say in the description there, really it might seem counterintuitive, but apparently it's the one that gives the best look. And I think sometimes if you've got all of this white and green and just the chill, adding a cold theme on top of it might be what's making a lot of people turn their heads against snowfall maps, because they are very stark, aren't they? So having something that's just got a little bit of warmth into it might be enough to just tease one or two of you across to the dark side, or the light side with all the snow in it. Okay, highways. Yeah, they're going to be good. They're going to be good. I've got no major grumbles. I've got no minor grumbles either with the highways. This one does some switchbacks to get into the middle of the square, and we have I think there's 3 highway connections. I've forgotten now, but we've got a few highway connections, and they are very slick. Got some very clean intersections to come today. Very clean, good-looking ones. No plopped clover leaves or wishbones today. Again, nice elevated section here that's been well worked and totally believable, which is always a good thing. Now, there aren't that many good snowfall maps. This is definitely, I think, if not the best one, if not, it's got to be in the top 2 for the year. And I am thinking about including a snowfall map in my map of the year shortlist. So perhaps this one might be one of those that we return to in a week's time when I start the preview for the Map of the Year series, which will be running between Boxing Day and New Year's Day. So if you're looking for the best maps of the year, you know where to come. Hit that subscribe button now, notification bell as well. Go on, you know you want to, and you'll never miss another show. Here's your start square intersection. Liking that. It's got a little waistline in the middle there as well. Really very nicely, slickly done. A bit of rock detailing around there as well. I've got no problems with it at all. We have got the little the dark patches where the roads mush in together. And ideally, we'd like something that's a bit cleaner than that. Ideally. Custom bridge there. Everybody loves a big old bridge, don't they? Mate, yes, there's not really too much as a map builder you can do about where these lanes merging in together. The choice of roads is basically all you've got, you know, finding the ones that provide the least resistance to giving that little dark patches. Of course, you can, once you've got the map loaded up in game, you can start decaling it and basically making it your own. But yes, it's one of those things that I've seen a lot worse than what we're seeing on today's map. So it's not anything that I'm not having a big gripe about it. I'm mentioning it because if I don't, somebody will mention it in the comments. BonBonB didn't mention it, so I have. But it's not anything I ever have a major issue with on this particular one. The roads spread the legs and come back together there, like a good set of highways should. And again, it looks totally believable there. We won't be looking at the other highway because it's very similar to this one, but we will have a look at one of the rail. You notice we have rail on the map. It's not the most flattest of maps. It is based on the original terrain height map, and then there's been a little bit of work done to it, like to make certainly a big enough build space to build a city on. You'll notice we'll have some harbours. Well, won't talk in great depth about the harbour cutouts, but that particular island in real life doesn't seem to have much work done on it, and it certainly isn't flat enough to build a big city. And so I'm all for making a flat buildable space in the middle of the map, and it works. It works, definitely does on this one. Rail and the rail helps to form the boundary along for the forests here. So everything to the right of this kind of seems like, you know, fair game to build on. And we're heading on. There's your harbour cutouts. So let's say here, this is a fairly mountainous, rugged land in real life. So it's not one for somebody who's wanting to do a real build of Jeneau. But if you want something as like a template, it's a good template. There we are. 2 sets of rail here. No catenary chaos at all. So bonus points for that. And we'll take a little intermission. And when we come back, we'll have a look for the shipping, because it's bound to be.
Are you having trouble keeping roundabouts around when you connect other roads? Do you wonder how on earth do other people manage this? Then you need BonBonB's Guide to Perfect Roundabouts. Click the information button now.
And so back to Jeneau by Glansmannen and the shipping routes. We got this one. We have a little break off to the left that goes up towards the harbour and then back. And that's going to be quite neat. That means only ships going into your harbour will actually go onto that loop. So I think it's quite tidy. And that goes off to the edge of the map there. Lovely shipping triangle there. And this goes off the edge of the map over here. Water flow in the start square. If you want water flow in the start square, we have it. We actually have a water spawn point right there, which is just pushing the water along just enough. There's a water motion in that ocean. So you'll be able to do whatever you want, whatever comes natural, you know. Right, okay, so overall we have got a very tidy map. The flat spaces are really very encouraging to come and build into. Got a really nice looking harbour, pre-cut, and plenty of build space there as well. They're not, quite often you see them, they're quite narrow, but that one definitely room to build on. We've got the islands. I'm not going to say BonBon Islands because it's too chilly for me. I can't survive if it drops too cold. But of course, we have got the essential lighthouse there. Ah, isn't she lovely? And we've got a little pier there. We've got some nice rock detailing as well. Little path leading up from the pier to the essential lighthouse, lined with some rock detailing as well. Very nice and clean. I like it. I like it a lot. We've got a lot more rugged islands going on with some rock detailing, and I like these bits where there is underwater detailing. It looks great in like these unpainted areas under the sea as well. Look really good. What I'm not so sure about is these like leveled out areas. It just kind of drops away, and I'd like to see some variation. I mean, yes, there are places where that will work really well, but I'd like to see some variations, some areas where it's just a little bit more craggy or a little bit more, inverted commas, beachy. Not that I'm particularly worried about beaches on a map like this. Then over here, we've got some ski runs all pre-cut there. If you want to get some ski lifts running up and down there, that might look really nice indeed. And then we have some really rugged mountains. So these are an absolute beaut. Again, really helped highlighted with such a really good theme by Hadith, the Vacheton Frost, which I know I'm pronouncing wrong, but it's the best I can do. Then over here we've got some say good forests, hills with little cliff type areas as well, which again the tree painting just stops at the edge of the cliff. I like that. But then you know that already. Yeah, that's all good work as well. Now there is more to talk about. Let me think. What's probably Start Square. Again, very usable. Intersection down here looks really nice indeed. Let me zoom in a little bit for you and spin it this way. There we go. Yeah, I'm liking it. There's no problems with this at all. That's a good choice of intersection. And somewhere over here should be a chunky asset of the day. This is exactly what you'd expect to find in Alaska. No, well, at least we've got the right continent. It's the Hotel Copacabana Palace. I know we're at the north end of the continent, and this is the southern end of the continent. But anyway, by Hades 550. It's a famous hotel from where there are nice warm beaches, and probably a place I'd be more likely to go to. Factoids. Because factoids. Biscuits get their name from two French words, bis and cuit, which means twice cooked. The original biscuits had to be preserved for long periods and had to be cooked twice to help make them last as long as possible. Biscuits, baked twice, which is great. As opposed to cookies, because how do you make them? We cookie them. Gotta love the simplification that the American language brings. I love the word cookie. I love it. Totally adopted it. Anyway, Hotel Copacabana Palace. That is an amazing piece of work. Hades 550, the asset of the day. Yeah, the American language, although I prefer British English, there are some great words from America. Right, okay, let me just show you something that I've been hiding from the Start Squares. The intro to the show. Start Squares even. Yeah, the intro to the show. Resources. Have a look at this. Right, we have good strong resources, bit of oil around the islands and stuff. And we have got this. I have no idea what YVVW means. I have no idea at all. Oh, yes, of course I do. Yes, you are very, very welcome. So, and that's it. That is all I've got to say about today's map. Yes, little secret nods there. I appreciate that one. But what do I think of today's map? Is it a 1-star map? Is it a 5-star map? Is it somewhere in between? Your vote really does count. We use it at the end of the month for the Viewer's Choice Top 10. Will this be one of the top 10 maps of the month? Only you can decide. Hit the I button now in the top right corner of your screen. It will take you to the voting page where you can vote for free. Yes, I did say what do I think of it. What do you think of it? Here's what I think of it. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. Yeah, 2 stars for aesthetics. No, I think we can go higher than that. It's very nice actually. It's good design. It looks clean. It looks crisp. I think my only aesthetic grumble with it is just like to see a bit of variation with those coastlines on the flat areas. So yeah, that I think might have added a little bit more, but I'm still going to go for a good strong 4 stars. Detailing on the whole is very good indeed. Can't find too much really to grumble about with it. Doesn't feel like a 5-star map, but it does feel like a very strong 4-star map. So again, that's where we're going to go. 4 stars for detail. Gameplay potential. Now this does feel like a 5-star map, and I was looking for reasons not to give the 5th star, and I couldn't find one. So it's getting 5 stars. 5 stars for gameplay. Jeneau by a glansmannen. So glad. Jeneau gets the seal of approval. Jeneau. Oh, that does annoy me. People that had to say, I was going down the street, and then I saw, Kathy, drives me nuts. Anyway, thanks for watching, for commenting, for liking, and for subscribing. Hit the, use the word of the day. Twice in a row I've done that one. Use the word of the day into the comments. Score yourself some population points to prove that you are part of the 20 and out elites, the rare minority that gets to the very end of the show, and we'll be back tomorrow with another map in the What's Map series. Thanks for watching.